Henry Ford was born on a farm in Michigan in 1863. Growing up in a rural setting, he was surrounded by the simplicity and hard work of farm life. He was a curious and mechanically minded boy. From a young age, he showed a keen interest in understanding how things worked, often taking apart and reassembling household items. Ford disliked farm work and left for Detroit at age 16. The bustling city offered him new opportunities and a chance to explore his mechanical interests further. In the city, he worked as an apprentice machinist, learning the skills that would shape his future. This hands-on experience was invaluable, providing him with a solid foundation in mechanics. Ford's interest in machinery quickly grew. He spent countless hours honing his skills, driven by a relentless curiosity and a desire to innovate. He became fascinated by the steam engine. This powerful new technology captured his imagination and opened up a world of possibilities. At the time, steam engines were a new technology. They represented the cutting edge of industrial innovation and had the potential to revolutionize many industries. Ford saw their potential to power all sorts of machines. He envisioned a future where steam engines could drive not just factories, but also vehicles and other machinery. Ford took a job with the Edison Illuminating Company in 1891. This position was a significant step in his career, allowing him to work with some of the most advanced technology of the time. He quickly rose through the ranks. His talent and dedication did not go unnoticed, and he was soon entrusted with greater responsibilities. Soon he was chief engineer. This role provided him with the resources and the freedom to experiment and innovate. This job gave him the resources and free time to pursue his passion project, building a horseless carriage. Ford was determined to create a vehicle that was both reliable and affordable. In his spare time, Ford tinkered away in a shed behind his home. He was relentless in his pursuit, often working late into the night. He was determined to build a reliable and affordable automobile. His vision was clear: to create a car that the average person could afford and rely on. He believed that everyone, not just the wealthy, should have access to the freedom and mobility a car could provide. This belief would eventually lead to the creation of the Model T, revolutionizing transportation forever. In the late 19th century, automobiles were a luxury. They were seen as extravagant toys for the wealthy elite, symbols of status and opulence. They were expensive, hand-built machines, meticulously crafted by skilled artisans. Each car was a unique masterpiece, reflecting the craftsmanship of its maker. Only the very rich could afford them. These early automobiles were often seen parked in the driveways of grand estates, owned by aristocrats and industrial magnates. Henry Ford wanted to change that. He envisioned a world where the automobile was not just a luxury item, but a practical tool for everyday life. His vision was simple: to create a car that was affordable for the everyday person. Ford believed in simplicity. He wanted to strip away the unnecessary complexities. He wanted to build a car that was easy to operate and maintain, a car that anyone could drive, regardless of their mechanical knowledge or skills. He knew that a complicated machine would be too expensive to build and sell to the average person. Simplicity was key to keeping costs down. Durability was also important to Ford. He understood that for his cars to be truly useful, they needed to be reliable in all conditions. He knew that his cars would need to withstand rough roads and harsh weather conditions. From muddy paths to snowy streets, his cars had to be tough. He wanted to build a car that would last, a car that people could depend on, a vehicle that would stand the test of time and serve its owner faithfully. Ford's vision was not just about building a car. It was about revolutionizing transportation and making it accessible to everyone. He wanted to build a company that could produce cars on a massive scale, a company that could meet the demands of a growing population. He knew that the only way to make cars affordable was to build a lot of them. Mass production was the key to reducing costs and making cars accessible. He began to develop his ideas for mass production. Ford's innovative approach would soon change the world, making the dream of a car for the masses a reality. After years of experimentation, Henry Ford completed his first successful automobile in 1896. He called it the quadricycle. It was a simple, lightweight vehicle powered by a two-cylinder engine. The quadricycle was a success. It generated a lot of interest and publicity. Encouraged by this early success, Ford decided to start his own car company. In 1903, the Ford Motor Company was born. The company's first factory was a converted wagon factory in Detroit, Michigan. Ford and his team of engineers immediately began working on new and improved car designs. The early days of the Ford Motor Company were not without their challenges. Ford faced skepticism from investors and the public alike. Many people doubted that automobiles would ever be anything more than a passing fad. In 1908, Henry Ford and his dedicated team introduced the Model T. This revolutionary car would change the world. The Model T was simple, reliable, and very affordable. It was exactly what Ford had envisioned for the future. The Model T was designed to be easy to drive and maintain. It had a simple four-cylinder engine and a sturdy chassis. It was also lightweight, making it very fuel efficient. The Model T was an instant success. People loved its simplicity and affordability. Ford sold over 15 million Model Ts between 1908 and 1927. It was the car that put America on wheels. The Model T had a profound impact on society. It made travel more accessible, allowing people to visit family and friends, explore new places, and commute to work. To build the Model T on a large scale, Henry Ford needed to find a way to produce cars more efficiently. His solution was revolutionary: the moving assembly line. Ford's assembly line was inspired by the meatpacking industry. In a slaughterhouse, carcasses were moved along a conveyor belt where workers would perform specific tasks. Ford adapted this concept to car manufacturing. In Ford's factory, a chassis was placed on a moving conveyor belt. Workers were stationed along the belt, each with a specific task. One worker might attach the wheels while another installed the engine. The assembly line was a game changer. It dramatically reduced the time and cost of building a car. As a result, Ford was able to lower the price of the Model T, making it even more affordable. The Ford Motor Company's impact on society was profound. The mass production of automobiles led to the development of new industries. Roads and highways were built to accommodate the growing number of cars. The automobile industry created millions of jobs. People were needed to build cars, sell cars, and repair cars. Entire towns grew up around Ford factories. The Ford Motor Company also changed the way people lived and worked. People were no longer limited to living close to their workplaces. They could live further away and commute by car. This led to the growth of suburbs. The automobile gave people a sense of freedom and independence. It allowed them to travel and see the world in ways they had never imagined. The car became a symbol of American ingenuity and progress. Henry Ford's legacy is immense. His contributions to the automotive industry are unparalleled and have left an indelible mark on history. He revolutionized the automobile industry and changed the course of history. By introducing the moving assembly line, he drastically reduced the time it took to build a car, making it possible to produce vehicles on a scale never seen before. He made the automobile accessible to the masses and, in doing so, transformed the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. The Model T became a symbol of freedom and mobility, allowing people to travel farther and faster than ever before. Ford's emphasis on simplicity, affordability, and mass production shaped the automotive industry for decades to come. His innovative approach not only made cars more affordable, but also set the standard for manufacturing processes across various industries. His innovations paved the way for the modern car companies we know today. The principles he established continue to influence automotive design and production. Today, the Ford Motor Company continues to be a major force in the global automobile industry. It remains committed to the values of innovation and quality that Henry Ford championed. It produces a wide range of vehicles, from small cars to trucks and SUVs. Each model reflects the company's dedication to meeting the diverse needs of its customers. And it continues to innovate, developing new technologies to improve safety, efficiency, and performance. Ford's research and development teams are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible in automotive engineering. Henry Ford's vision of a car for the masses has been realized many times over. His dream of making transportation accessible to everyone has had a lasting impact on society. And his legacy as a visionary industrialist and a pioneer of the automobile age remains secure. His influence can still be felt in every car on the road today, a testament to his enduring impact on the world.